Alright, so this here is a test. I have set up my cameras in a different way. I don't expect anybody to see this at all, but I'm checking to make sure everything works. I'm hopeful that this will allow me to post videos a lot quicker because I won't need to do any sort of animation splicing or putting together things of the actual video content. Um, I'll be able to simply do everything live and actually therefore just worry about the content of what I'm providing. As far as animations and things like that, I can prep a couple of files. It'll be reusable. But again, this just makes a lot more sense. Which shit, I need to check this mic and make sure that the it's playing back correctly. So one moment on that. Give me half a second. Do I lose my stream if I do that? Nope. Oh, I see somebody is watching. Could you do me a favor? Is my voice synced properly? That would be a good question. Nobody's typing. Alright. Healthy, okay. This is interesting. Okay, so my voice and everything is synced properly. Is that right, Justin? If so, that is awesome. Okay, good. There's a delay here, so at least you can get to see what it is that I'm setting up here. So above me, I've actually set up a top view cam, and then I have a live cam at my arcade. And the thing is, previously what I did is I had my Canon 5D on the arcade machine. And the problem with that is then I would have to take the card out, copy all the files, re-encode the files, make sure, because my Canon would separate the movie files out, that I'd have to put them all back together in order for the movie to be played. Then I would have to put it back into After Effects, which really sucked. Just took a lot of time. And then when I would render it, it would take hours. So now that this is actually going live, I'll be able to make content very easily. And here's some of the new functionality that I'm really looking forward to. So this is the me only scene, and then main content allows me to just play with all kinds of stuff. But this is the thing for working on small parts. As you can see, my overhead camera. So I'll be able to, tinker and fiddle with parts and everything like that. Instead of having a slideshow, you will actually get to see me do it live. And then I do have functionality for a slideshow when I need that. But then when I'm working on the desktop, before the whole background was black and I only want the windows to show up. So I was able to figure out how to do that. So if I'm working on some desktop issue and I'm using VNC, then I'll actually be able to come over like so. I gotta track where my mouse cursor is. There it is. And I can come over here, open up LED Blinky, and I can open up my animation editor from like the video the other day. And I can actually, let me go to open. And let's open. I was trying to do a UV meters for like the jukebox to prep for the jukebox, but it's not working the way I hoped. So we're running an animation, and then I can switch over to this other view where I have it actual live webcam on the arcade itself. So I'll be able to do all this stuff live, which makes it very exciting. And then if I go to main content, that allows me to have anything up that I want at any time. And then I can, grab the top-down view cam and I can move that around. So yeah, this is going to give me a lot of control to make content much quicker. And then my flyby animations, I can basically just select any of these animations that I want and run them in real time. I guess another question that I do have for you, Justin, is let me go back to my other working with this and tell me if you would, can you easily read the text over here? Are you able to read all that without a problem? And let me get back over to my YouTube view so I can see that answer. I actually expected nobody to be in here watching anything, so this is kind of cool that there's actually anybody seeing any of this. But I'm going to be working on the rest of my LED blinky videos in this format if you're able to read this text up here. And that's what's also really cool about doing this live is I'm actually able to see and interact directly with what I'm putting up on the screen. Whereas before I was having to guesstimate where things would be when I edited it later. So if everything is looking proper, then that would be good to know. So the sound is correct. But are you able to read that text? Let's see. Yes, you can read it, and I'm on the phone. This is great. Sounds like exactly like your normal videos. Awesome. That is so great because, like I said, I don't want to lose quality. I need to make sure that people can read those screens because that's the whole point of doing this. But if you guys are able to read that, then this will work out great. Because, I mean, just the other day it took 2 hours to render something in After Effects. And then the problem was that I forgot to check the audio box. So I had to render it for another 2 hours just to get the audio to be included. So the fact that I can crossfade all these, I can have the overhead cam. Let's go back over there because I just think that's really cool to be able to do this and, show you guys arcade buttons. Oh, and over at Altamark, I have a friend. One of the videos I've got coming up is we're going to redo all of his arcade buttons. But I got my parts from Altamark. And check out some of the stuff I got. So, let's see what I got here. So, I've got a new trackball. Just consider this me testing these camera angles. So, I got a new trackball. Mine is perfectly fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my arcade's buttons, upgrade a couple of the buttons, and then all of these parts. I'm going to do a video completely on the iPack Ultimate, which we have another one over here. So we're going to do another video on the iPack Ultimate and have it nice and clean. It's also going to have a video showing the 3 and 4 player harnesses, which will be very nice. It's also I've got 2 packs of these servo sticks. So my friend's got 4 arcade joysticks. So we're going to switch those all out with servo sticks, which will bring the question for me to answer as far as how to get it to do 2 USB controllers for the servo sticks versus the one that I previously did. So this is more servo sticks. Now this is, and a spinner. Since I was getting a new spinner, and originally when I planned and bought my arcade parts, I did not realize I was going to be doing such a red and black theme. So for my friend, I'm going to give him the silver knob, and then mine will have this red knob, which will make mine just look better. But then also in here, I'm very excited because I've got the classic RGB buttons. Right now, mine are all the Ultralux buttons with a silver casing. These are the classic ones that have that concaved button, which I'm going to use on the game play buttons. I'm going to stick with the Ultralux when it comes to the labels because you can read the labels inside those very easily. But I'm also excited because these Ultralux ones that he just sent me, they're translucent on the sides. So anything that's currently in my plexiglass, I'm going to replace with these ones that have the translucent edges because my hope is that the plexiglass will do that effect where when you light, remember in the 80s, they would always take plexiglass or glass and they put a light in it and it would create where the edge of the plexiglass or glass would light up. I'm hoping that's what occurs in my arcade. So I'm going to definitely be using those and there'll be a full video coming soon specifically on the 3 types of buttons, the classic RGB, the Ultralux that's silver, and then the Ultralux translucent. And again, then I'm going to be doing a video. The friend of mine, Richard, he's got a arcade he built 12 years ago. And I'm going to take his old arcade that has just flat plastic buttons. They're nothing special about them. They're just plastic buttons and little, joysticks, 4 joysticks. And again, all flat colors. We're going to be using all of these parts. He's got a white trackball that's got like a over the top mount. So it's this big black square and a white trackball. So we're going to be getting that Ultralux LED in there. And my friend's asking, I'm asking nothing from my friend for this. So I'm apparently a really good friend because it's like, $700-800 worth of computer parts or arcade parts that I'm just giving my friend because it'll make a great video and maybe can help Andy at Ultramark sell some more parts. I'm also going to be working on designing a new logo. I'm going to try it because I asked Andy and I asked Arzu from LED Blanky if they had logos in vector format, and they said they didn't. So I'm going to be trying to just play around and see if I can make them a cool 3D animation to use in my video. And I told him, I said, that's fine as long as I get to unveil it first. But anyway, that's awesome. It looks like the stream is actually working the way it's supposed to. Oh my God, I'm so thrilled. So with everything working correctly, that just simply means that I'm going to be able to offer content a lot quicker because I'm not going to have to worry about any sort of editing nightmare, which is great. Now, another thing I'm really excited about is I am at 90 subscribers. I need 10 more. So if you guys know anybody, please tell people to come subscribe to my channel. The reason why I'm so excited is because once I get 100, I'll be able to have a custom URL. So I'll be able to have, youtube.com/MavericksArcade, which is awesome. So anyway, thank you guys. Now that this is working tonight, I'm probably going to record the LED Blinky 5 video or 4 video. Now, probably what I'm going to do, I'm thinking what my plan is I'm going to locally record the movies using the software going forward, just in case I fuck up royal. I can actually clip that out before I post the final. But the fact that this is working also makes it really cool because if I do get a lot of subscribers, I could actually do a live session and, answer questions and things like that and just, do some brainstorming as far as what people would like to see. So again, there's a lot more options with this working correctly, and the fact that I'm not going to have to do editing time anymore. It's just prep time, no editing time. That's amazing. Unless I fuck up in my recording, I need to splice one section, but I won't have to wait for a render anymore from Adobe After Effects. So that's so awesome. Thank you guys for giving me that feedback. It's definitely helpful, and stay tuned because it's gonna speed up now. Thanks again for watching. Oh, I gotta test the closing sequence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like below and leave a comment. If you have questions or suggestions, please email mavericksarcade@gmail.com. And if you're into consoles, classic gaming, or home arcades, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks again for watching.